All right, what is this X with the line over it? How do you say that? Right here. X bar, okay? So this is X bar, and this one you say is mu, okay? What is the difference between the two? You guys see on page 49 what's the difference between the two? Okay, so this, okay, the mu is the mean of a population. You want to write this with me on your notes I passed out to you? Okay, X bar is the mean of a sample of the population. So most of the time you do not have the mean for the entire population, but so therefore you use the sample mean, which is X bar, to estimate mu. So if we took all English classes first hour or something and we found the mean age, then we could estimate that population using our sample, okay? All right, a resistant measure is a measure that is not influenced by outliers. Not influenced. So if that's what makes a resistant measure, then is the mean a resistant measure of center. So if you have a dot plot and in the center's your mean, is it resistant to outliers? So if you had an outlier, would the mean change a lot? Would it be influenced? Yep. Yes, so is it a resistant measure? No. We're going to say no. The mean is not a resistant measure. A resistant.
He's had that phone since like
Okay, what about the next one? How can you estimate the mean of a histogram or the mean of a dot plot? Any ideas? Okay, so where they even out? If you have outliers, is that going to affect where you're looking on your dot plot? Okay. So we're going to say.
Are you recording this, Stuart?
Would you be quiet? Where they even out, or yeah, because I do that all the time, right? Let's say we're going to check for outliers. How you have check for outliers.
You had to have known that he brought the scene out there.
I don't care.
You should have at least minimized it. There you go.
All right, so what? I know. Okay, page 51. I want you to look at the median now. Okay, so if you have an outlier and a set of numbers, is the median a resistant measure of center?
No, it's not.
We said no to the mean, but what about the median? Yes. So let me show you something real quick. So say we have a dot plot. Okay, so we have all these dots, right? Okay, mean and median are pretty close to the same thing. What would happen if I moved? Let's see if it's going to let me move them, though. Here. Okay, let's say we have a lot near the center like this. So mean and the median are really close to the same thing. what would happen if we put an outlier clear down here by 0? Is the mean going to change a lot?
Yes.
Yes. What about the median?
No.
Not so much. So let's put one here. Mean went down by 4.6953, and the median's close to the same thing. Okay? Or if I put one way up here. Okay, if I put a 3 way up here, what happens to the mean? Changes a lot, but the median pretty much stays. So let's go back and answer the question. Is a resistant measure of spread? So is it influenced by outliers?
Yes,
But only slightly.
it is.
So we're going to say yes, and how can we explain that? So I would say very high or low values have little impact on the number that's in the middle. Middle number or the median. Okay, so if we have the shape of a histogram or dot plot, if it's symmetric, do you think the mean and the median are close to the same thing? So if you have a dot plot that's symmetric, roughly symmetric, do you think the mean and median are close to the same thing? Yes, so mean and median are close to being equal, okay? Okay, if you have a shape where it's skewed, either right or left, what do you think happens to the mean? So say you have skewed to the right. Do you think the mean is towards the right side or the left side?
Right.
Yep, so if it's skewed, then the mean will go with the tail of the skewness, okay? Tail or direction of the skewness. You know what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay, so questions on that? That makes sense though, right? If you have an outlier clear out here to the right, then your mean will go up higher. Okay, so now let's answer this question. What is the range?
The biggest number is right.
Yep, so the range of the numbers, or the largest value, subtract the smallest value. Okay, is that a resistant measure of spread? Why do you say no, Zach Brown? Yes. So obviously, if you have one,
The range is determined by the spread of the numbers.
yeah. So we can say no because the numbers. Okay, so I want you guys to look on page 54, and I want you to answer the next two questions. Okay?
Ms. Kai, what is the name for my country that I can use for government?
I'll have to think about that. I'll think about it.
Well, I kind of need it done today.
Okay, I'll I'm not very quartiles.
Serendipity. It's upper and lower parts of the stack.
Bronze. Okay.
Yeah. I said upper, upper and lower.
I know you meant, but how do you find them? How do you find the quartiles? Okay, so you split it into fourths.
It says take the median and then whatever on the left.
You find the median.
Okay, using the medians of each section, right? Okay, what is the interquartile range?
The first something.
It's quartile 3 subtract quartile 1. Okay? Yeah, it'll be the middle. Okay, which is really the third quartile minus the first quartile, okay, is the middle part. Is this a resistant measure of spread? So if you had an outlier way low, would it affect the interquartile range a lot? No, because it's found by using the medians, right? And the median is not a measure of spread, so we're going to, it is, sorry. So we're going to say yes. And then let's practice finding the quartile. So on the back. Okay, so let's take all these numbers first. These are the amount of fat grams in different sandwiches at McDonald's. So let's put them in order first. So what's the smallest number? What's the smallest number? 9? You're not helping your case.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, 9. What's the next smallest number?
14.
And what do we have? 16?
And 219.
Guys, what should my government be missing? I think we're gonna go like monarchy.
Okay, is that in order? Okay, so first I look at if there's an even set of numbers or if there's an odd set. So how is this?
9.
We have 9, so that makes it easier to find the median, because the median will be right in the middle, which will be 19. So this is the median. And then we go the middle of each of the halves. So what is in the middle of 14 and 16? 15. So this will be our quartile 1. And then we go the middle of this set of numbers. So what's in the middle of 22 and 27? What's right in the middle? 22, 27 is 5. So half of 5 is 2.5. Would be what? 24.5. So this would be our quartile 3. So we found the median is 19. Now what's the interquartile range? Is the difference from 24.5 to 15? So 9.5. So the median is 19 and the interquartile range is 9.5. Questions on that? In a minute. Turn to page 56. Read about what's an outlier real quick. Have to share with everybody though. Maybe. Would anyone else like a piece of gum? Okay, Okay, you should be right on page 56 though. So what is an outlier? What do you guys say? What makes a number an outlier? What? Okay, but if it's, so if, forget like the formula, just what would you say is an outlier? What does this mean, Preston? So out of the data set, okay, so we're going to say extremely high or low. How do you find them, though?
You look at it.
Okay, but how do you know exactly if it's an outlier? Because now we know, what is the rule? Okay?
It's like you hanging out. It'd be like you hanging out with us. It's outside of the.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so it needs to be 1.5 times the inner quartile range. And it's either above the third quartile by that amount, or it's below the first quartile by that amount. Okay? So let's look up here. So if we did 1.5 times the inner quartile range, which is 9.5, then that's what? What's 1.5 times 9.5? 14.25. So then what we could do, then we take our quartile 3, and then we're going to add the 14.25 to it. So quartile 3 is what? I know, I'm just showing the work. Thanks, Bronze. So anything at 36.75 or higher would be an outlier. And then we would do quartile 1 minus the inner 1.5 times the inner quartile range.
This guy, you're terrible, man.
What?
On your work, really? Come on.
38. Did you tell me 38? You told me wrong. See, I just trusted you. That's the problem there.
Try to show you work. You can still do it.
Okay, now do quartile 1 minus that. Well, what was quartile 1? 15 minus 14.25. That's 0.75. Just 0.75. No. All right, so I want you guys to do this last one. Find the median, the inner quartile range, and see if there are any outliers for this data set. Go back.
No.
No.
Oh my. Are you in your homework?
Hey, 2 days, no homework last night. 2 days. That was nice.
Well, you want to go carry it off? Yeah.
What? No, I'm just saying last Wednesday and Thursday I didn't assign homework, remember? What? Preston. Hey, you guys?
I'm pretty sure I don't need this class.
Yes, you do. Put them in
You're
order.
right.
Yeah, I don't need this class either.
Wait.
I don't even take my math class this year. Either all of I should be all the way done.
You should have done 1.5 times the range, which is 8. So what's 1.5 of 8 is 12. So then you should go quartile 1 minus the 12 to see if there's an outlier. So that would be 21 minus 12. which is 9. So 9 would be an outlier
Where's the 12 coming
because I did 1.5 times the interquartile range
12.
is 12.
So
Then I do quartile 1 minus the 12 would be an outlier of 9, a low outlier. Then I go quartile 3 plus the 12, which would be,
Exactly the number.
then yes, it is an outlier. Okay?
You're like Coach Lee, I ask you the question.
Don't.
Okay.
Okay, so are there outliers in this distribution? Yes, there's 2, 9 and 41. Okay, yes, 43, sorry. 41 and higher would be an outlier. Okay, let me go ahead and send you this. I'm going to show you how to create 2 box plots on your calculator so you don't have to do box plots by hand. Okay? All right, does everyone have the file I sent you?
Yeah. It's asking me if I want to save the changes.
No.
No?
Nope, don't ever save. Okay. Journey, you're our presenter. Okay, go ahead and insert a new page. Control I
Mine's still not working.
Isn't it data statistics?
and 5.
I don't know what happened. I pressed Control I and it
Go back.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Control
All right.
Now I have to control
Okay,
I.
Control I, option 5. Okay, click down here to add a variable, and let's just add set1.
Okay.
Okay, and then let's go to menu.
Menu 1.
So hit menu, plot type,
3.
and then box plot. Or histogram.
What?
Actually, push 2. We'll let you do 2 right away. Okay,
Yeah.
so that is a box plot of the first set of data. Okay, now let's add another one. So if you go
Wait,
to,
what is it? Box?
yeah, if you go to menu, and then plot properties,
And
we can add X variable. So go option 5
Set 1.
and add set 2. And that's what you would sketch at the bottom of your notes. There are the 2 dot plots showing set 1 and showing set 2. This means, this dot out here means it is an outlier, which we already said. Set 1 is the first setup here. Set 2 is the, like, hamburgers and stuff. Okay, so just sketch those. Yeah,
Do I have to do the numbers?
no. Just because they start at about the same number. Yeah, they do at 9. But you don't have to sketch the numbers, no. Okay, everyone go back to this page of 1.1. Everyone go back, so control left, or you can just move the cursor. I'm going to tell you to enter these numbers in the 3rd column. Okay, is everyone listening? So let's put in a title of, put in 79, because this is problem 79 on your assignment. Okay, I'm going to show, oh, it won't accept numbers. Do set 79 or P79, something like that. It just needs a letter in there somewhere. Control left, Lincoln. All right, enter these numbers in a list. 86, 84, 91, 75. 78. I don't know, I'm on page 69 if you want to.
69 or 70.
80, 74, 87, 76, 96, 82, 90, 98, 93,
Wait, what page are you on?
69.
That was 79.
No,
I was 79.
What numbers?
this is problem 79 on page 69. Okay,
You said it was page
Yeah, why?
79.
79.
for problem.
No.
Just okay. Let me show you how to find the mean, median, and all of that stuff, not by hand.
4,
So if you go,
4, 1, right?
I think it's menu 411.
One variable.
Yep, menu 411 does one variable statistics. One list, and then the next screen it will show you, well, which X list do you want? So hit the right arrow for me, Journey, and select
Mean with the-
P79.
Okay, so.
Frequency list.
Wait.
And nothing else. Don't change anything else, okay?
So I wasn't able to actually get there, so.
Now go menu 411.
I don't even know where we started. Yeah.
I went back to the other page. So I went back to the one that has the list page. I have another one for you guys to take home and use, okay? Put them in there. Select that and then just go down to tab, okay? Yep. No, I put in the first one on your homework assignment are the numbers that I put in. That's why we did problem 79. It's on page 69 in your book. Okay, just do one list. Just hit okay. Okay, listen.
Today.
Yes, we are. These numbers are the first one on your homework assignment. Come and grab a calculator before you go, if I can loan you one.
Can I just take mine?
No, take one of these. You have one, right?
Maybe. I think.
Hello.
I
Journey.
think so.
Hey, girls, you got yours?
Here's Savannah's.
Can we do one for here? Is it okay?
Yep. Yep. Sorry. 33 Lincoln.
Was that right?
Yeah.
Got their performance, guys. I got 7.
Hold on, don't. Wait, you have what number, Ron?
I said 7.
You
36.
36.
And it has 35.
I'm 37 if it'll come out.
37 cold. Okay. Ron, so did you take number 7 here?
Oh yeah, I might want to take my
Okay. What number? Zach, do you want this one?
Sure. I'm gonna break your calculator, Dave.
Don't do that. Who else needs calculator? Okay. Preston, you need one?
You didn't know that by now.
Yeah, what are the odds of me actually doing this?
Yeah, very slim.
Just come in 6th or 7th again.
Okay, first.
Guys are bitching.